time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. He'll see the West All-Stars and the East All-Stars. And it's the West All-Stars to start out. Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Edwards is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Durant, and it's George in at the 3.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
Pass to Giannis. Brown deciding where to go with it. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now here's Durant. Curry on the wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Eastern All-Stars ball.
And it's Adebayo with the ball for the East All-Stars. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And you know, Giannis gets to the basket in a nanosecond. It feels like nobody can stop him.
Mitchell against Edwards. Now the pass to George. Over Brown. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Like the shooting form, George, with really strong mechanics. That's why the shot looked so pure coming off his fingertip.
He gets it in there.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Count that one.
Nobody better at getting inside and finding good looks. KD rarely forces anything, and he usually gets the best shot available.
Now, here is Halliburton. Curry with the defensive effort. Edwards against Mitchell. The 11-footer. And that one hits back iron. Giannis with it. Now defended by Jokic. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus. Makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
One shot.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Now here's Edwards. Puts up a deep 3. And the West hit again from deep. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Here's Mitchell. Makes it off the glass. Mitchell's got his second bucket.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now here's Durant, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's good from Durant.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handles, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
And so Durant nails them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Giannis kicks to Mitchell. Halliburton on the wing. Shoots from the baseline. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Clearly, Halliburton is hunting his shots. He's not picky and knows exactly how to adjust on the mid-range jump shot.
George looking around, and Jokic wide open. He shoots, gets the three-pointer to fall. Jokic has got 6. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Tremendous explosion on that launch by Halliburton, throwing it down.
Halliburton's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Curry can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
It's really easy to understand why this team thinks so highly of Antetokounmpo. I mean, a smart player, he takes high percentage shots, and he's team first in his approach.
Outside Curry. Passes it to George. Shoots a fader. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
East All-Stars on defense.
Kevin Durant.
4-point game.
Assisted.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Now, here is Halliburton. Here's Brown. From 11 feet away, the East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Edwards passes to George. The 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the East All-Stars. They lead by 4. Giannis outside. The West All-Stars pull it in. Pass break. Here comes the West. And here's George for 3. It's good from long range. George has got 5 now.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
Antetokounmpo finds Halliburton. Shoots over Curry. And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Edwards. Jokic trying to free himself up. Edwards, that's good. He's got 5.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
Now, here's George. He has 5. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
Benign contact like that, not going to do anything to disrupt George's focus. Been around too long for that.
Adebayo kicks to Halliburton.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off. You know, something else they've done really, really well, and I know the analytics don't support it, but they've made the most out of their mid-range jumper opportunities.
And the first one drops.
Halliburton is just one of those young guys that has a really well-rounded game.
And Damian Lillard subbed in for Mitchell. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Davis is checked in for Jokic. James comes in for George. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Curry. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. On defense, the East All-Stars. It's a three-point game. LeBron with it. Lillard picks him up. LeBron against Tatum. And James gets it to go.
That's as good as you can defend LeBron inside, and it's still not good enough.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
And didn't have to go strong there. Just a little bit of the finger roll to get it up over the deep.
Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Now the East All-Stars with it. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. The West All-Stars on D. They trail by 1. And it's Banchero missing.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Booker. No scoring in this one. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They've got to be careful. A big key to beating them is keeping Booker off the line as much as possible.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Lillard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And, you know, Damian Lillard has such a quick release. Excellent at getting his shot up and over the defense inside.
Booker finds Davis. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Lillard. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And the West leads by 1.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
To the middle. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Lillard.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And so Booker will bring it up for the West. Shoots. Again, the West All-Star.
And the defense works hard on Booker, and they have to. His pure shooting ability will not be denied.
And Maxey's checked in, and West also making a switch. Leonard, he's checked in for Durant. Now, here's Lillard. Barnes outside. And Davis pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Here's Lillard. Puts it up off the inbound. The shot's good. Lillard's got his second basket.
Oh, smart idea to set up Lillard, a man who knows how to score.
Booker with it. Now guarded by Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
With great positional size, Gilgeous-Alexander can finish over defenders.
And the pass to Lillard. On the wing, Barnes. Passes it to Tatum. Dishes it to Banchero. Misses from close range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. East grabs the miss.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Booker against Maxey. Lays it up and banks it in. And the East leads by 1.
Maxey embraces and welcomes that kind of defense. He's confident in hitting that shot even while under some pressure.
Loads it up for Davis. Hammers the alley-oop through. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Tatum. Hasn't made one yet. Hands it from downtown.
Good to see Tatum square himself up and knock down those pull-up jumpers. When he does that, unguarded.
And James throws it down hard.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Tatum looking around. And the dunk by Tatum.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's LeBron. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And the West hit again from deep.
Certainly not a normal shot for Shea there, but his focus lets him get off a great look.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the West All-Stars.
Coming off a big game, his confidence could not be higher. The coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the West. He comes away with and it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the West All-Stars.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I also like the way they've been able to penetrate. The penetration has led to some big buckets as a result.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. LeBron James is out there with Jokic. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's George in at the small forward. Curry's shot is off.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Curry passes it to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jalen Brunson is checked in for the East.
Into the lineup for your East All-Stars.
The West All-Stars on D. Floats it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
Out to the wing. Jokic inside. Adebayo on him. Jokic hits the contested J.
That's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. He says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody, whether it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David lets the game come to him. Well said by him. Thank you. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
To the inside. He gets that one. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here. Durant's checked in for LeBron. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
It's Brown with the drive. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Delicious dime from Curry there. One of the reasons his teammates love playing with him.
The East trail by 3. To the paint. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
The East All-Stars shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
For your East All-Stars, Jalen Brunson.
That one falls for Brunson.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
They get it again. Jokic kicks to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Curry's got the lead up to 3 now for the West All-Stars. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Loads it up for Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Handling the ball like a guard. Giannis has become very proficient at doing damage with the pass.
Curry is inside. Brunson covering. Curry gets the bucket.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Brown against Curry. And it's Brown missing.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And the first one at the line is good.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
He's perfect from the line this time. The East trail by 5. Brunson with it. 5 points in the game. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Off the iron that time. Jokic finds Curry. Outside Edwards. Pass to George. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Boy, that's a hard shot. Even from that range, George had to get that one off against tough defense.
The pass to Mitchell. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Takes the 13-footer, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. George with the bucket.
He's well put together at 6'8", about 220 pounds. Paul George does a good job on the old boards.
And the East All-Stars call time here. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
You know, Giannis has a really good basketball IQ, so he recognizes that taking and making mid-range jumpers is going to help keep the defense honest when they're guarding him.
Jokic passes to Doncic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the West leads by 7.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Passes it to Adebayo. Mitchell looking it over. And Adebayo throws it down.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And the West hit again from deep.
3 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the deep.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Curry against Brunson. There's the feed to Brown. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 22.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
George against Brown. And here's Jokic outside. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jokic has got the lead up to 9 now for the West All-Stars. Brunson the pass to Mitchell. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And the strength of Mitchell here allowing him to beat the contact.
Left side Curry. Back to Doncic. And Luka wanting it more.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Pass to Brown. Good ball movement here by the East. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
Antetokounmpo against KD. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
On the wing, Brown. Defended by George. Brown against George. Puts it up from 15. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Brown. Here's Doncic. Doncic going to work.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward. This guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And there it is for him. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points now in the quarter.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern.
Kevin Durant.
That's a characteristic.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Doncic against Mitchell. And here's Brown outside. And it's Durant with the rebound. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
George, a devastating finisher with momentum behind him. He doesn't let anything get in his way on the drive. He's right to the rack.
A big group substitution here for the East. Banchero's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Jason Tatum comes in for Brown. Halliburton's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Damian Lillard in for Jalen Brunson. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Davis is checked in for Jokic. LeBron comes in for Kevin Durant. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for George. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Stephen Curry.
And he is no stranger to physical basketball. Adebayo has to deal with plenty of contact down low.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Halliburton against Doncic. 4 on the clock. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. And finished off by Banchero.
And playing with veteran poise against the shot clock. I like how Banchero handles the pressure.
James with it. Picked up by Banchero. James good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Davis, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. James outside. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Leonard with the bucket.
An excellent job using the mid-range there. Kawhi, that's a go-to shot for him.
Halliburton looking around. And Halliburton slams it in.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
23 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now Tatum. He has 7. Loads it up for Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
And so it's the West All-Stars. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 13 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. Shaq, let's get your take on the West All-Stars.
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've got from the bench, providing major contributions, especially the offensive. It's taking a lot of pressure off this starter. What a luxury to have a second unit.
And Kenny, your take on the East All-Stars.
Their perimeter defense is like Russell. Shooters were getting open shots. Guys were wide open. I mean, right now, I can walk off the set in shoes, in a suit, and get 3 threes wide open and knock them down on that point.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The East trail by 9. They've got Mitchell. Antetokounmpo is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo through contact.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Brown against George. For 3, Edwards. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
3.
Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. Brown against George. Brown kicks to Mitchell. Halliburton on the wing. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
And there's the pass to Jokic. George up top. He's covered by Brown. Brown against George. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick and roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick and roll situations.
Now into the
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the West.
Stephen Curry.
Third quarter here, over 1.5 minutes into it. Brown outside. Back to Halliburton. Drills it from outside. Halliburton's got 19 points.
Halliburton showing you a lot of confidence in his three-point stroke. That's something he's worked on.
And here's Jokic. He's got 13. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Again, the West All-Stars.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Antetokounmpo. And so here are the West All-Stars. They've led by as many as 11 points. Curry is inside. He's covered by Halliburton. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. That's good from Stephen Curry.
What you have to respect about Curry is that he is never satisfied. He's always fine-tuning his game and working hard to stay as sharp as possible.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The East trail by 9. Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
George against Brown. Passes to Jokic. Here's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jokic has got 16 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Mitchell.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And terrific to see Adebayo putting up big numbers. He's continuing to grow as a scorer.
Here's Curry. And the rejection by Giannis.
Kevin Durant.
KD with the bucket. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the East. 8-point game. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think
And so here are the West All-Stars. 6-point lead. Curry looking it over. Goes up on the wing. Jokic with the bucket. He's got 18.
there's not a lot more you can do if you're defending Jokic. This guy's an outstanding scorer, and he can make contested shots.
Halliburton outside. Back to Giannis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. 30 points for Giannis.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. George dishes to Durant. Shot clock at 5. And it's the East with the rebound. Found down low. Defended by George. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Brown. Curry against Halliburton. Down low. And finished up by KD.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
Barnes finds Halliburton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
The first free throw is good. Devin Booker, he's checked in for George. Both shots good from the stripe. The West leading by 4. Outside Edwards. No basket. That's his 5th miss in 11 attempts from the floor. Here's Brown. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Brown's got 10 points in the game.
He's got a knack for making the hard shots. That was not an easy bucket for Brown.
Mitchell against Booker. Takes it from 10. And the rejection by Giannis. Popped up there for Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
And here's Brown outside. And another 3 from the East. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And then Durant with the jam.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
Pass to Halliburton. He feeds it to Mitchell. And he banks in the layup. He's got 10.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Barnes against KD. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Hey, it's all about W's for Durant. I mean, he understands that feeding open teammates is how you make that happen.
Halliburton against Curry. And it's Halliburton missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Jokic slams it in.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
Timeout called East All-Star. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup.
Group substitution here for the East. Banchero's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Jason Tatum comes in for Barnes. Maxey's checked in for Mitchell. Young is subbed in for Halliburton. The West also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Jokic. LeBron comes in for Edwards. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Curry. Brown, good.
And I know the defense was all over Brown that time, guys, but in the end, he's just too skilled for him in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Young. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here are the East All-Stars. They trail by 1. They get it back. The kick out to Young. Banchero outside. The basket good off the assist from Young. Banchero's got 5.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Young against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
And that one drops.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Here's KD. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And Young kicks to Banchero.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Maxey passes to Banchero. Tatum on the wing. For the 3. No good on the shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The East making a switch. Adebayo's checked in. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Leonard, he's checked in for Durant. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Devin Booker. Pass to Maxey. Sinks that one from the post. Maxey's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Not just a perimeter threat now. Maxey very adept at converting in close, too.
Doncic finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
An excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
Loads it up for Davis.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Here's Young. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Young taking his time here. Here's Maxey. Trains it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Really showing you how quick he can be with the basketball. Maxey letting it fly in a hurry.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. East All-Stars lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
It's the fourth quarter.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so here are the West All-Stars. On the court for the West All-Stars, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Doncic. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's George in at the 3 slot. Gilgeous-Alexander against Young, and Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's Halliburton. Good. Halliburton's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Doncic finds Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for Leonard. Edwards comes in for Luka Doncic. And Curry subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Jokic. Jokic defies the inside defense.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere.
Brunson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Drives to the hoop. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Giannis has got the lead up to 5 now for the East All-Stars. Now here's Curry. The pass to Jokic. Over Adebayo. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by George. George has got 6 assists in the game. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Brunson against Curry.
And there is a lot to like about Jalen Brunson's game. He pays attention to the details.
First team foul.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
And that one falls for Brunson. And both free throws good for Brunson. The West trails by 5. Here's George. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
Tatum kicks to Halliburton. Pass to Brunson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Brunson's got the lead back up to 5 now for the East All-Stars. George with the ball. Pass to Towns. To the middle. Jokic rising up.
And Cat remains an excellent passer at his position. Outstanding at seeing the floor and finding teammates.
Here's Halliburton. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Towns dishes to Curry. Pass to Edwards. Now Jokic, and that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Adebayo. Jokic passes to Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th assist in this one.
Elite vision from Jokic. Knows exactly where his teammates are at all times and recognizes the defense, too.
Paul George with the steal. To take the lead. Oh, Curry is so dangerous in transition.
Boy, we've talked about, George is athletic. He's long, and he's got really long arms, which helps him as a defender, and that allows him to clog up passing lanes and come up with steals, too.
And Giannis gets it to go. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and stronger than that wiry frame would indicate, Curry does a great job of shaking off the hit here and a potential and one.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Durant's checked in. That's good from Stephen Curry. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Halliburton. Giannis has got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Here's the teardrop. And he lays it up and in.
You know, when you're a guard like Edwards, I think you need the teardrop in your arsenal. Too many great rim protectors in the NBA. That's a shot you need to have.
Edwards against Halliburton. And here's Tatum for three. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 6 assists now in the game. Curry passes to Edwards. Jokic with it. Outside Curry. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
And it's Halliburton missing.
He's got a nice feel for the crossover, but you still have to finish it off.
Here's Edwards. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 3-point West All-Star lead.
Boy, what a nifty play off the dribble there. Creates barely enough space to get off the shot.
Halliburton kicks to Brown. A floater, and the layup is up and in. Brown's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Brown is so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handling. You gotta love how clever he is with the ball.
KD with it. Out-guarded by Giannis, and they pick up 2.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
There's the pass to Brown. And another 3 from the East.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
And the West All-Stars have possession. And here is Durant. Passes it to George. To the inside, Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
George against Brown. Floats it up for Jokic.
Boy, George is an outstanding player, actually one of the very best in the league. In these screen and roll sets, he knows exactly what to do.
Brunson kicks to Brown. And he drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Brown's got 24.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Edwards, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
What a swat by Giannis. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
Halliburton against Edwards. Halliburton outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Tatum. Over KD. Tatum's shot is off.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Pass to KD. Now, here's Jokic. Back to Edwards. Durant feeling it out a bit. There's the triple from Durant.
And that bucket by KD is why he is so lethal. Durant can straight up save possession.
Edwards against Halliburton. Brown outside. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 9th assist in the game now. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him
And
down.
now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
Well, he has absolutely been ferocious in this one. Right from the opening tip. I mean, he's made his presence felt. It's been impressive watching him outwork and out-hustle everybody during this game.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Tatum. And Donovan Mitchell's subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." Can they get it done? We'll see. Guys.
Thank you, David. Mitchell kicks to Adebayo. Halliburton on the wing. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Halliburton's got the game tied up here for the East All-Stars.
Halliburton coming up big. No rest in that man's game. He takes the shot and makes the shot.
Curry on the wing. He's covered by Halliburton. Outside, KD. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Brown right side. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Brown's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
Curry kicks to George. KD against Giannis. Durant facing down the D.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And this is the time in the game when you want to go to your stars. Mitchell delivering.
Here's Curry. Curry crashes inside.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Puts it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And look who shows up in the clutch. The readiness of Adebayo paying off big time.
Here's Curry, again the West All-Stars.
And you know Curry loves these moments. The passion, the energy. What a shot.
Edwards against Mitchell. Count it!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
He's checked in for the East.
Into the line for your East All-Stars, Jason Tatum.
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry with it. Out defended by Adebayo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. 2. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. So he gets them both.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mitchell. It's in!
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Teardrop shot. A shot by Curry, no good.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Curry. Timeout called here by the West. They're going to talk it over. They trail by 2. 11 seconds left in the fourth. .11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That will count. Oh, that shot and a chance, but no good. So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.